Most people think like every successful salesperson has unlocked something with their mindset. Like mindset's the key to success. At least that's what they tell us, right? Maybe before that sales call, do some yoga, do some meditation, do some breath work, maybe get fired up and watch a motivational video, get you going. Well, forgive me if I trigger someone, but your sales success, the result you're getting with your prospects, has nothing to do with mindset. Like your actual sales performance, no connection to mindset whatsoever. And in this video, we're going to look at that. How powerful is mindset when it comes to your actual sales result? So stick around. We're going to cover everything in terms of mindset versus your actual sales process. So do some deep breathing, maybe some meditation, and we'll be right back. Don't get me wrong. Mindset is crucial. A healthy mindset is necessary. It's needed. It is positive. But if you're hoping you staying positive before an actual sales call, good luck with that. If you're assuming that if you research and focus on your mindset when you're, before you're doing the actual activity, you're going to fall short. A lot of people think it's a positive attitude and the mindset that's going to create that success, right? It's the hope. I'm going to make this happen. I will hit my goals this month. I will be able to do this. I know I am. I think so clearly. I'm positive thinking. Yeah, I hope I make it. My plan is to be successful. Well, guess what? Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the fucking mouth, as Mike Tyson would say. If you don't have an actual sales process that you're not clear on, if you haven't developed the actual skill set in this area, your mindset is not going to help you there. When you're in a sales scenario with your prospects and don't have direction in where you're going, not understanding the area that you're in on the actual call, you're going to very quickly forget about that meditation sesh before that actual call, because you will get punched in the mouth if you don't understand where you are in the process. Being at an advanced level in sales requires work, requires a level of dedication and almost like a level of obsession to a degree. You would never see a professional boxer not focusing on the fundamentals before they entered that ring, right? Like you'd never see a professional boxer, for example, at pro level, you'd never see that person just casually walk into the ring without 6 months of preparation, focusing on the fundamentals, focusing on the actual process, improving the skill set. That person wouldn't just be going there with high hopes or having a positive attitude. Again, mindset is very important, but it's usually the result of being prepared from something. Mindset, a positive mindset, comes back from a positive result. Saying that you have to be at the right mindset to be successful in sales is bullshit. Floyd Mayweather, one of the greatest boxers of all time, some will say, and some hate to admit that. But Floyd was obsessed with preparation. Floyd was obsessed with the fundamentals. You could almost say his fights seemed boring because you could never hit the guy. His defense was insane. His process was so skilled only because he layered on top of the fundamentals over and over and over again. He was that good. He was a technical, skilled fighter at the highest level. And yes, his fights were boring because of that. He was never a warrior. You would never look at Mayweather to say, okay, he brings exciting fights. Not someone like Arturo Gatti, who's one of my favorite fighters, if not my favorite fighter of all times. Arturo Gatti was not a Mayweather. He was a warrior. Gatti had fight charisma. Mayweather had fight IQ and preparation. But Gatti, when he entered that arena, the crowd would just be off their ass the entire time and losing their voice because they were just screaming so much for him. He was at sometimes the underdog, but also so much the favorite based on his fighting style. Like Gotti brought fire. In fact, Gotti's fight fight with Mickey Ward was and still goes down to one of the best fights in boxing history. In fact, there was a round from that fight that was named, round of the century, literally comparing it to some of the classic fights from the 1920, 1930 eras, like that type of level. It was a war. It was explosive. It was something that people weren't used to seeing. It was absolutely crazy. But Gotti never had a record like Mayweather. His win streak was never consistent like Floyd Mayweather. Gotti lost many fights. We definitely remembered the wins and even some of the losses because he fought with fire. But that Gotti fight and Ward will be always remembered, literally, as one of the best fights out there. And that Gotti would be recognized as one of the most exciting fighters to ever lace up a pair of gloves, while Mayweather retired undefeated. Gotti lost many fights. Mayweather never lost a single fight. Mayweather won every fight because of his process, because of his dedication to the sport, to the craft. He was always prepared and had the absolute highest elite level of really dominating and really perfecting the fundamentals. He was so freaking good at the fundamentals is the best way you can summarize this guy. Was his fights exciting like Gotti's? No, but they were so technical and he was 10 steps ahead in his process. It doesn't matter who Mayweather was in front of. He would do his work. He would understand his own boundaries, his entire process. So every step of the fight, he knew which direction he was going in. He was always 10 steps ahead and he was consistent. He never changed his process. Yes, he improved in between fights. Mayweather was always looking to get better and dialing in on these areas and all of the technical areas that most people wouldn't understand. But he could think, okay, if I can get a little bit better here, a little bit better here, and you add up all those fundamentals, he was flawless. Your ability to excel in sales has nothing to do with your mindset. It's going to always come down to your process and how dialed in you are. It's bullshit. There's not a million people walking around as the 1% of sales, the elite 1%er. It's not real. Guys like Matt Ryder and Jeremy Minor, they're at that status for a reason. It's not luck. It's the process and the structure and the work that they've put in. I've worked with them personally. I've seen it. It's the preparation and the fundamentals where when you are in that space, you are at your absolute best because you know the direction that you're going in. You have a process that you're consistent in. You're always getting better. You're always identifying your weaknesses. It's a work in process. And yes, you work your ass off, but it's not luck. It's not luck that Floyd Mayweather retired undefeated and to this day is the highest gross boxer. I think his net worth is close to 500 mil. There's no other boxer in history that has made that much money. If you peel everything back, it's from his consistency. You're no different with your sales process and what you do. You're a coach. You're an online coach. You're in a certain space. You have an offer to help someone with. Understand that the sales arena, the sales process that you're going to be delivering and going through these important calls or sales scenarios when you're with your prospect, it's always going to come down to your preparation and your actual sales skill, nothing else. Your mindset is going to be a result from that. If you're struggling in your sales process, if you're struggling with closing people, look at your actual overall process. Understand where you're going wrong. And the second you improve your skill set in sales overall, the first thing that's going to be attached to that is your mindset. That's going to come from the result. Your result is going to be different because you're going to have a better outcome and your mindset's going to shift from that. We see it all the time in sales. You've got talent out there that they don't really have the structure of the process, but they're still talented. And some days they're good, some days they're flat, they're nothing. I operated that way for a long time until I understood the skill set part, until I really understood that how crucial the fundamentals are. You can be that Gaddy, you can be exciting, or you can be the Mayweather who's steady Eddie and has that consistent results. It's no luck. There is no luck in that. It comes down to a direct correlation with your actual skill set in what you do. Don't meditate Meditate before a call or read a motivational book. Look at one of your sales calls prior that you were on fire, that you were in your flow mode. That's going to re-trigger and fire up your process. That's going to help you stay sharp and fresh. And trust me, I know this. I'm in this arena every day. Your mindset will follow from the results. You make more money. You're able to help more people with your offer. Your mindset is the first thing to improve. Guys, I hope you like that. If you did, show me some love. This is a brand new channel. I am building everything for you. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.